Hey guys, it's Jezza back with another attack strategy video. And in this one I want to do something a little bit different. I'm going to show you 3 different attack strategies. I've done videos on all of them on the channel, but kind of wanted to talk about when to use what on what bases. So this base here is the first one we're going to look at. And Big Wheels from our clan, big shout out to him. Did a great job here using a queen walk into Valks, and this is a very heavy base, all maxed out point defenses, maxed out wizard towers, and some of the expos are completely maxed out too, so really heavy base as far as that. And you're gonna see he's gonna come in here. He's got a 32 queen and he's got a 31 king. He's got basically a mass Valk, Queen Walk Valk army with some funneling troops. So we'll see him start this funnel and go in. Goes ahead and pops the ability pretty early, but it's okay because if you look here, the Inferno Towers are pretty well out of range, which is a big thing. If you think you're going to encounter Inferno Towers in your walk, you want to try to save that ability because it's the only thing that can save you sometimes against the Inferno Tower. So what Big Wheels is going to do is he's going to clear out this left hand side here with the queen. He kind of entered where he could go either way. He's going to clear that out with the queen, and then he's going to send a king and some bowlers like I showed in my Breaking the Ring video. He's going to send them to the opposite side to clear a path so he can jump the Valks down the middle. Now, you're going to see the king and the bowlers go in now. And he's got a baby drag there and some wizards to funnel. I would use a few, I would go heavier on the Valks in this attack than he did, but it doesn't matter. He got the 2-star rather. So it worked out. Really nice wide funnel. Now he's going to drop his jump. Valks go in. And he's going to go for the core. One thing you really want to look for when you're deciding what to use, if you're queen walking and you're going to use Valks or something else. If you've got a cluster here, I'm going to pause it. In the middle, there's a huge cluster of different buildings in the middle. That is begging to be hit by Valks. If you use dragons or baby drags or something else, they like to go around the town hall and pick off all the other targets, and sometimes it's less effective. But when you see a cluster of different buildings that you can get right in the middle, and if you can do it with one jump, especially, taking the Valks is about the best value that you can do. And you see they knocked out that core. And then they're going to go here to the outside and get a building or two. And then this raid's going to be over. But really nice hit by Big Wheels. Again, he's got a 32 queen and a 31 king going up against a nearly maxed Teslas and all Town Hall 11. So really nice job there by him. The next attack I'm going to show you is one by yours truly. On their number 3. And this attack, what my plan was is, and I've started doing this a lot, is I wanted to walk from 3 o'clock on this base all the way up to at least 6 o'clock and hopefully around with my queen. And then I wanted to drop my king and some bowlers over here kind of on this side by like this level 11 barracks, this gold mine, that kind of side, to clear out all of that. And then from right around, from the top here, from 12 o'clock, 1 o'clock, between there, I wanted to drop baby drags and go right at the core. So I'll show you how this played out. One thing I've been using a lot is, you'll notice at the beginning of this raid, I use these baby drags. I use 2 baby drags. And I had some, when you have 16 baby drags in your comp, you've got some leeway there. But I used that to clear out all of these buildings, this building, this building, this building, this building, all these buildings, so I can start my queen walk up here by the cannon And that way, I know my queen's going to walk left. I don't have to worry about her going right. So that's what is a huge value out of my 20 troop space. I got, 9% of the base, and I got a clear path for her to walk. So she's going to go down right here. You're going to see her, and she's immediately taking heavy fire. I get the rage down on her, and then I'm going to get these wall breakers in real quick to get her. And I love to use rage to aid my wall breakers. If you have max wall breakers and you get them under a rage, one wall breaker will break any wall except for max walls. In that case, you'll need two, but it really aids you. She starts getting low, so I go ahead and pop the ability because I know there's not a lot of fire coming up. And I've already decided, because the CC's at the bottom here, I'm going to completely ignore the CC on this attack. I don't think it's necessary for me to engage. And even if I do, I have baby drags, which will annihilate anything that comes out of that CC. So I've still got 3 rage left. I've got 23% of the base down. Continuing to work my way around. I'm going to take down this archer tower and these trash buildings and stuff and come down. Once I get this whole section cleared out that I'm in right now, right before the wall break, I'm gonna throw a rage on her, and then I'm gonna use another rage on my king, who I'm gonna drop in right above this building, these 2 buildings here, with bowlers behind it, and I'm just gonna wreck this whole side over here. So continue with this. Healers start taking some fire, but you see I've cleared such a huge funnel already, and I've still got my king and all those baby drags and the bowlers left. So I'm going to throw down this rage and forget about the queen at this point. King goes down, bowlers. I've still got a wall breaker, so I'll throw the 1 wall breaker in to bust in, because I know under rage that will do that. I go ahead and hit the king's ability, and I'm already at 46%. I got all my baby drags going in, and I'm able to target the town hall here. Still got stuff working down on the bottom, already at 52%. Town hall's about to go down, and then they just continue to do work. And I had extras, so I dropped them on the bottom to do more, get more percent down here. And I ended up with a 71% 2-star. And this base is, if you're into weights, this is a 108, which is a pretty heavy weighted, all max point defense, all max expos. Again, I do have 40/40 heroes, but still a solid percentage by anyone's measure. Now, that raid's over. I'm going to go back and look at this base real quick before I move on and tell you why I chose to use baby drags on it. And the reason is, if you look at the core here, there's not a lot of buildings. That's one thing you want to look for if you're using baby drags. It's okay if you've got the infernos in there, that's fine. Not gonna really wreck things. One thing you don't want to see in there is sweepers messing with where your baby drags are going to go. You don't want to see a few Teslas are okay. You don't want to see a bunch of expos pointed up. Not because necessarily the amount of damage they do, but because they have a lot of hit points. So they take a lot of hits, and your baby drags are continuing to die. So you want to see these like isolated buildings, these isolated bases with the town hall and just a couple buildings. They're great. And the other thing that I look for is, literally I only had to take out this air defense right here, and no other air defense can touch me. So that's just something to look for whenever you're trying to scout your base. I'm going to show you one more attack, which I've done a video on, and I think I'm the only one who's done a video on this one. It was against the Clan Michigan here, and my boy Hulk did this awesome attack. It is a Abhava attack, which I did a video on. It's actually the most popular video on the channel, which I'm surprised by. But basically, we're going to come in here. He's going to come in here at 6 o'clock, and he's going to do come in with some golems, bowlers in the CC, wizards to funnel, wall breakers and giants, and the heroes. And then he's going to expend every spell that he has, except for he's going to use a heal, a couple rage. He's going to save a jump and a rage. And then he's going to, after he's cleared out this whole funnel, then he's going to go ahead and jump to the core and bring in Valks behind it. This is an attack that I haven't seen anybody do it. I kind of invented this attack because I wanted to see if it would work, and it does. And this was a great percentage. This is their number 2 base, a pretty 108 war weight. So he gets all the funneling done, gets all of the troops in, gets them under rage, and then you're going to see, it always happens, they split into 2 groups. Once you take out the initial entry, your troops go 2 ways, and they create a beautiful funnel for you and get a lot of percentage. It works when the CC is not centralized. So the CC's on the back side, and they will engage the Valks when they go in, which the Valks should be, he should be putting down the jump any second now. The Valks are going to go in, but it doesn't matter. They will trigger the CC, but it's going to be too late because they're so quick under the rage that nothing's going to be able to stop them. So he puts the jump down. Valks go in from the bottom. He's got the rage down. You can see it happening. CC is still not pulled. They're going to get pulled here again, but he's got 10 Valks under rage, and they're just going to rip up that town hall before those minions can get there. So he's at 65%. Doesn't even get his poison down, but it doesn't matter. He's got 68% 2-star on a close to, a very heavy defense base. So really great job there by Hulk. And wanted to show that to you guys. So anyway, 3 different things that you can do. I'll put the links to the other videos in the description. So you guys can check out the more in-depth strategies on each of these attacks. But, it's helpful to have different options and to kind of know what you're looking for. By far and away, we use the Valk Queen Walk the most. But the other attacks can be very effective if you're looking for the right bases. So anyway, I hope this video has been helpful for you guys. Until next time, again, check out all the great content creators on the ClashWatch app. All that's in the description as well. And again, until next time, this video has been rated, tested, and Jezza approved. I thought I could get it right. I'm trying a new tagline. Rated, tested, Jezza approved.